Hello everybody, it's Narrative Tarot. I'm here with, where is it? Venus, August 2021. I had the deck. Oh, it's right here. August 2021 tarot reading. This reading is for people with significant Venus placements in their chart, transits, things like that, aspects, or Taurus, Libra, but I tend to look at more of the planet. So comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you're interested. I do monthly readings by planet. I put the zodiac up there, and then I do book club and other readings and stuff like that. I'm in school for massage therapy, so I'll be talking about that soon, because I'm like halfway through the program. So I'm using Tattoo Tarot. There's like another Tattoo Tarot, but this is the one that I'm using. Ink and Intuition. I think if you like the Cosmic Tarot, you might like this a little bit. Okay, so we have the Seven of Coins, we have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Coins. So there could be just if something isn't working out, then finding the alternative, and that's how you're going to be operating. So when they're in the King of Coins, when there is an opportunity for the King of Coins in one direction, you're just going to go in another. That seems a little bit more promising. I would say with the moon here, just make sure that you're not impatient by what you can't see, because it could bite you in the ass. But it does seem like if you were waiting for something, that you may decide to just sprint off because you're not getting what you want. You have Temperance. It could be due to having to balance out different opinions and things like that with other people, or like there's a reliance on other people to like get what you need done. And so next time you might be framing yourself with this Three of Swords and this Five of Coins, framing yourself of who can you pay to like minimize it. So it could be that you're doing something yourself. You have the Nine of Swords, and then you have the Seven of Swords. So it's kind of like if you don't trust your ability to be able to do something. So I would say if you're a first-time business owner, you may have tried to do something yourself, but you didn't know how to do it. You may have tried to do something yourself, but you didn't know how to do it, and that caused a lot of anxiety. And it may have been a very costly decision. And the thing about it is, though, is that you may have run straight full steam ahead without doing the proper, I think, research, and without understanding your capabilities. So this is kind of like a little bit like who did I do today? Moon, I think. So you have the Knight of Wands and the Hanged Man. I do think that could be considered. You have Three Cups at the bottom. Like there could be some sort of consideration as to the benefits of people around you, the benefits of employees, the benefits of just people and what they bring and what they grow and how they push things ahead, things like that. You may have been worried about bringing the best quality you could to your company as an employee, or to your business as the owner, making sure that you hired the right people for the job and stuff like that. It seems like for Venus, it's a time of trying to figure that out. And so getting it right seems like it's very important. There's a lot of hesitancy about that. So these are coming back out together again. So having to understand, like you have to understand, I think kind of like maybe the profile of why you're allowing this to happen or why this is happening. It seems like with Venus, if you were like rushing to do something, perhaps you felt a need to perform, or perhaps you felt a need to impress people. You have Four of Cups. People who Eight of Swords and Four of Wands, who reward through almost like they dangle rewards and stuff like that. So you have the High Priestess. So dangling rewards, but you're never really, I feel like if you have successes with this Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords follows or is like almost like conjunct, in that you never really know if you really satisfied like your quota or like the expectations of people. I wouldn't be surprised if the moon came out. Then you have the Hanged Man and the Nine of Swords again. Like there's just some sort of question of like, am I doing this right? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? But in relation, I feel like to like work or something like that, it seems quite unclear. And then Temperance again. It seems quite unclear, like all that stuff. Like all of that stuff seems quite unclear. Things are, no matter how many good rewards with that Four of Wands, there's always like Queen of Cups. There's always something more. There's always something else, someone else. It doesn't seem like there's any real satisfaction. It doesn't seem like there's any real understanding of what is satisfaction to you or whatever the company is. It's like companies that move the goalposts like farther and farther away. So you have the Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, I'm sorry, and the Nine of Coins. So this relationship that you're having with your job or another person, like there's opportunity there, there's desire there, there's hope there, but with these Swords cards that keep kind of coming out, there's just this question in the background. Like there's this huge question in the background regarding the status. And so it becomes really hard to make like good judgment calls. Like there's always something in the background, you know what I'm saying? Like you got the King of Coins and the Knight of Cups. Is it real? Is it not? Is it tangible? So if you're looking for a relationship, child, wow, no, I'm kidding. I have Two of Wands, or even a job, just making sure that I would say having appropriate expectations, appropriate knowledge that things can go forward and that things can manifest, but it may not be this specific. I'm not saying like, you know, it's not this. You look elsewhere. It's just making sure your expectations are kind of like adequate and kind of regulated, and that you're able to see when things are shifting, and then you can change appropriately. And then to also not be so worried about, I would say, not be so worried about expectations of others either. Just because it doesn't seem like that is working. Like, you know how you want to be sensitive to like other people's needs and stuff like that. Like, even as an employee, you want to be sensitive to your employer's needs and goals and stuff like that. But like at the end of the day, there's just something about that that's very people pleasing and very much sacrificing yourself. And you're just kind of like, you know, like there is like a need to create a boundary regarding how much you're willing to put out in terms of like giving a fuck. I don't want to say it like that, but you have the Knave of Coins. Like, how much are you willing to invest in this person, this job, whatever? How much are you willing to invest? You have Seven of Swords. How much are you willing to sacrifice yourself is kind of what I'm getting. I'm not really getting like all false, unless it's built off a false sense of self or this false idea that it's going to be taken away, or, you know, with the snake on here, that it's just something that's going to bite you in the ass or something like that. I have these aspects, and it seems like they're coming out for other people too. So you have the Six of Wands. So there is some success that's going to happen in terms of being able to collaborate. Ten of Swords. It's going to come at a cost though. So like there's just something you're going to have to give up. Like there's something, okay. Strength and then the Five of Coins again. There's just something you're going to have to give up. There's some kind of karma you're going to have to pay off or burn off or whatever when it comes to this, because you have to know that you can get through this thing and you don't have to sacrifice yourself to do it. Like, you know, what's coming into question is like your values and things like that, like your core values about what you will and will not accept, and where you see your life going and how what you're doing is putting you on that path. That stuff is becoming really apparent, and I think it's becoming apparent of the expectations that are also then placed on you from outside sources that you have to kind of decide if they're aligned with you or not, and how much, if you're going to choose a relationship, right, because it's a job and you need a job right now, how much you're willing to sacrifice yourself, how much you're willing to not put in input on things that you see that may be wrong or disjointed with like who you are. You're kind of weighing all of that stuff out. There's this observation of things that need to be transmuted from other things, but it's like you don't have the power to change them, and so you're kind of weighing how long you stay in those things before you kind of move on. I kind of feel like a lot of people are going through that. I know I'm going through that as a reader, but I feel like you guys are going through that as well. So by 2022, you might be in, you have Six of Wands with the Chariot. You may be moving on to different things. Even this year, you may be moving on to different things, people, places, organizations, employers that align more with your goals and things like that. And you'll get more clear, I think, on your goals. Ten of Wands, because you'll see and be confronted by kind of all of the things that burden you and that are misaligned and stuff like that. And you're going to be like, whoa. Like, I'm on a website now that's about different chemicals that are in products, like everyday consumer products, that can be quite harmful. And that information, having that knowledge that I have a relationship to these things, I now get to decide how much energy am I putting into it, how much faith am I going to put into these companies changing, or these companies delivering a quality product, knowing what I know about myself and how I'm shifting and growing, and knowing what I know about the companies and how they've shifted and grown, and what stances they take versus what stances I take. If there's any overlap, am I willing to sacrifice certain things to have other things, you know? So that's all, I think. Yeah, I think that's all. One more card. Knight of Coins. So it is a process of learning yourself through experiencing each other, but it's not as, you know, it's not so deep as, like, I don't really feel like this is romantic. I feel like this is just about you, your life, how you live, how you work, where you live, where you work, and the aspects of your life that aren't necessarily relationship focused, although romantic relationship focused, or just platonic, familial, whatever. Although it could be, but I don't really see it too much like that. But anyway, that's it for, what is it, Venus, August 2021. Talk to you later. Bye.